Hello, let's talk about multiplication of fractions. So example A here is asking for how many seconds are in 10⅓ minutes. So let's talk about it. We know that for every 1 minute, it is 60 seconds. I'm going to show you the simplest, straightforward way of solving this. However, there is another way to do it, but let's just stick with the simple and straightforward. I'm going to write the 10⅓ into decimal form. And we know the 10 is the whole number, so it goes in front of the decimal. And we know that 1/4 is 25.25, right? So now I want to take the 10.25 minutes, and I'm going to take what we know, and in the denominator, I'm going to put the part of what we know that will reduce with minutes. I want the word minute to reduce out because I want seconds in the end. So the 1 minute will go in the denominator, and we're going to multiply that by 60 seconds. If you are a visual learner, you may want to put a 1 underneath the 60 seconds so you know that it's straight across. Now that I've done that, I see that minute goes into itself 1 times, and 1 times 10.25 is 10.25. Does that make sense? 1 times anything is whatever you're multiplying it to. And that leaves with ones in the denominator, so we can just drop that off there. So I got 10.25 times 60 seconds. And so let's multiply that out. Now, it's good to know how to multiply by hand. You can line them up and multiply. And I get 615 seconds. Now, I'm just going to line it up just so I can go through that method just in case you need that method. So always put the one that has the least amount of digits on bottom, and the 60 has 2 digits where 10.25 has 4 digits. And we start with 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 2 is 0, 0 times, so it's just 0 times anything 0. However, now we're going to start with the 6, and the 6 is in the second column. So I need to make sure I start in the second column. So I'm going to put a 0 and a line through it so I know that I am scooting over. Now I got 6 times 5 is 30. So I'm going to bring down the 0, carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Bring down the 5, carry the 1. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1, and then 6 times 1. So now I got 61500. I said 600. I was given the final answer. However, to know what the final answer is, I need to look at this number. How many decimal places are there? There's 2 decimal places. Then I look at this number. How many decimal places there? There's 0. So 2 plus 0 is 2. So we're only going to move the decimal 2 places, 1, 2. And that's where we come up with the 615 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up. Let's go on to the next question. The next question says a patient needs to take 1/2 tablets of medication 3 times per day, and it's for 7 days. It said over the 7 days, how many tablets will the patient take? So again, this here, okay, my apologies. We're going to reread the original. It says we're going to take this 1/2 tablets. So I'm just going to write TAB of medications 3 times per day. So that means we're going to do 3 doses per day. And it said we're going to do this for 7 days, and we want to know how many tablets will the patient take. Now, there's more than one way to do this, but I'm just going to set it up this way. I got, and it's not division. My apologies. I have to rethink this one through. My apologies. So what are we going to do? We're going to take this 1/2 tablets. It's going to be per dose. Okay, so 1 dose is you're going to take the 1.5 tablets. And we're going to do 3 doses per day. My apologies. I hope you see what I did. And hey, if you make these common little small mistakes, it's normal. What you need to do is go back and look at it and go, does that make sense? And it didn't make sense because I was dividing that 1/2 by 3, and that's not right. So now what happens is my word dose is reduced, right? And now I'm left with I'm got this here, tabs times the 3 doses. So we got multiple ways we can convert this to improper, then multiply straight across. We can write it in decimal form and multiply straight across. I'm going to go ahead and just write it as 1.5 times that 3. Let me find my pen. And don't forget your units. Those are going to be important. So it says that we're going to take 4.5 tabs per day, right? So this is what we got. We got tabs per day. You see it right here? Tabs per day. So that was good. So now I know in one day they're taking 4.5 per day. And now I'm going to multiply by that 7 days because we want to know how many in 7 days, right? Well, what happens? The days reduce to 1. And now I got 4.5 times 7, which is 31 tablets, 31.5 tabs in 7 days. Okay, that's our answer. Our final one, our final question here says that we have 8,000 students that attend this school. And it says 3/10 of the students are seniors. 1/4 of the seniors are in favor. And then it says of the debate team. And then it says 4/7 of the remaining students, meaning not seniors, are also in favor. It wants to know how many students do not favor. So what we need to do is I like to label them to the side. It makes it easier. You don't have to, just whatever method works for you. So let me find my pen right quick, guys. There it is. So I got 8,000. I'm going to call it total students. And it said 3/10 of them are seniors. And they're in favor. And it said that 1/4 of them, oh, excuse me. I kind of got a little ahead of myself. The 3/10 are seniors, and then the 1/4 of the seniors are in favor. And then you got 4/7 of the remaining students, not seniors or underclassmen, in favor. And so let's solve for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 8,000 and I want to multiply that by 3/10 because I want to know how many seniors are in that 8,000. So you could say 8,000 divided by 10, which is 800. And then you can turn around and say that's times 3, which is 2,400. So out of 8,000, sorry, my pen kind of decides to go up to the top of the page. And it did it again. Thank you for being patient with me. Let me see if I can just. There it is. It's 2,400 are the total seniors. All right. Now I know how many are seniors. Let's take that 2,400 and multiply it by that 1/4 to determine how many of them are in favor. So we got 1 times that 2,400, which is 2,400 divided by 4 gives me 600. So these are the seniors that are in favor. All right. Now I want to know what was the remaining students. So I'm going to take that 8,000 minus that 2,400, right? And when I do that, that tells me the underclassmen, which is 5,600. Oops, sorry about my writing. And now if I take this 5,600, we're going to say not seniors. If I take this 5,600 and multiply it by the 4/7. Now that tells me the ones that are not seniors that are in favor. So I have 5,600 times, or let's go ahead and divide it by 7. When we divide it by 7, that gives me 800. And then 800 times that 4 gives me 3,200. So these are the underclassmen that are in favor. Now let's take the total seniors in favor plus the total underclassmen in favor. And it gives me 3,800 total students that are in favor. Now, the question asks for students that do not favor. So what I need to do is take that 8,000, subtract that 3,800, and that's going to tell me the students that are not in favor, and that is 4,200. Thank you.